I'm TarotOracle. This is a Leo forecast for July of 2021. We're using Echoes of Nature here, which is my deck. We're using Waterfall Tarot, which is my deck. And we're using Thoth here, which is not my deck. Let's see what we got. Oh, man, this kind of ruins it. It kind of ruins it. Are you in? You may get some legal issues. we may get some legal issues as we come into July. I'm just saying, Leo, you may want to watch out for any legal issues. Probably want to dodge those. Ain't nobody like the legal issues, but we have ruin. We have just sort of a hidden information. We have things that are in the background moving and making motion. And then we have justice. It feels like maybe there could be two different things, right? One could be karmic relationships type thing. You could have karma come and bite you. Maybe it's karma from previous life. Maybe it's some karmic thing happening. But July looks like there may be some karmic repercussions here, which is sort of the way that justice goes sometimes, or maybe legal things. Maybe you get a traffic ticket, or maybe there's a legal thing that you have to deal with. Maybe a buddy needs your help or something like that. I don't know what's going on, but if you do have a legal, maybe somebody you know is having some problems. I don't know, but there definitely is things to watch out for. And the biggest thing about this, right, is the hidden information part. Because a lot of times, if I have all of the information, that's fine, that's great. But when I don't have all the information, that's when things start going downhill. And you definitely want to make sure that you understand any ramifications you want to make sure you have all the facts before you go and make any decision, especially if it involves a legal matter, because ruin is here. Ruin's a very pretty card, but it is not a good card. But it does say that things could be terminated, things could be stopped, things could be sort of halted. And this sort of is interesting because it sort of blends with the Two of Pentacles and the juggling, making choices. It's almost like quite obvious here that you could be making a bad choice because you don't have the information. There are things in the background moving, and you don't really have all the information that you need to make the proper choice. Could lead to ruin, maybe a legal issue, maybe karmic, I don't know. Wishful thinking also says you could have some unrealistic expectations in regard to all of this. So the bottom line, as far as this side goes, the Two of Pentacles says make choices wisely. So he's the star of the show. He really is the star of this show here. He's looking at, just trying to figure out how to process things, how to do things. And there's a decision that needs to be made. Wishful thinking may say that the decision is basically a little too optimistic. Sometimes we do make decisions and we're all excited, we're optimistic about it, but in reality, it's kind of a really crappy decision because we're a little bit overly optimistic as we go through there. You could also have, again, with the Saturn aspect of just like, there's not enough information. We didn't have enough information to process this. Saturn ruined us, whatever. But at least it's over shortly. At least it's something that's over quickly, right? Maybe. But ruin says you don't play with ruin, especially if ruin's around a decision-making card. You don't really want to play with it at all. So just make sure that you have all the information before you go out there, before you make a decision. Don't make any snap judgments or anything like that. Well, let's sort of go over to a little the better side of the spread over here. Six of Cups, family things come up. You do have some interaction with family. It may be time for the big family barbecue, the big family reunion or whatnot. Six of Cups is sort of a family feel card, but it's also a connecting card too, right? Nine of Wands, injured warrior. It's almost like maybe some of the family drama that you've been trying to dodge. You're sort of thrown head first into it. I'll give you that. Maybe the family reunion turns into calling the police or something. Maybe that's what, I don't know. But there is some family drama. There is some things. The wounded warrior next to a family just says that, maybe there's some interactions that we could do without in July, as well as that. Beauty next to innocence, right? It's almost like that. If you have some people involved with the family thing, you want to make sure that you don't have any innocent bystanders involved with the family drama, right? Because sometimes, like, you have a drama between father and son or something, and then all of a sudden, two more people get dragged into it. And you're like, why did you drag me into it? This is your thing. It could be one of those, right? Innocence says don't drag anybody into something that you don't want them to be into, because sometimes you do that. Sometimes we have that issue to where we get the pride thing going, and then we're like, hey, back me up over here, take my side. And then they're like, I don't want to take anybody's side. I don't want anything to do with it. You don't want to get involved with that as well. Maybe some job issues. Wounded warrior next to working, networking, talking to people, having some communications, things done at work could be related to this as well. Maybe we meet somebody new at work. Maybe we have an exchange with somebody at work. Wounded warrior in the job next to ruin says that you could be looking at instability with your job or instability in a particular job. Now, maybe you have multiple projects, multiple things. Maybe you stream YouTube at night and you have a real job during the day. One of those may be unstable. One of those may be a little bit on the brink or something like that. Overall, just watch the employment. Watch how you treat coworkers. You do have a connection card with a coworker card over here. Sort of, don't drag any coworkers into something you don't want to. Don't say something at work that you really don't want people to know, right? Because, for example, sometimes people will have, they'll say something at work and then all of a sudden they have this label put on them as the person that did this or that. I don't know. Maybe you're a tarot reader and you told everybody at work you read tarot, and now you're like the tarot reader at work or something. Everybody laughs at you. I don't know. Just watch what you say at work. Watch what you do. Watch how you treat coworkers and whatnot. Obviously, treat everybody with respect and kindness and love, just especially during July. Kind of watch what's revealed. Maybe that sort of is how the hidden information goes. Maybe that's sort of how the choices and whatnot go. You may have something come and bite you in the butt as it goes with work-related things. Overall, wishful thinking, don't do it. Be based in reality. Understand that reality is your friend. And if you do have some optimistic ideals, keep those as optimistic ideals. Don't function through those as being a reality where everybody's going to be on the same page as you, because that may not be the case, right? That may not be the case at all. Anyway, so Leo, that is you. That is your cards for July 2021. Please hit like and subscribe. We'll see you in August.